On play action, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
We go tonight.
From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Inside. Over. Back north. 18. Box it.
A throw on the first play from Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
20-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Goff to St. Brown for a big one. 45 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
That one out wide to Gibbs. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers. There's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
It's the score, Lions 7, Steelers 3.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down for Aaron. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 14 on that play, one first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. One quarter in the books. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. First and 10 now from the 36.
258.
On the handoff, this is Warren. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be taken down. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Steelers.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal.
18. 630. Hey, 88.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Gain of 3. Brings up second and goal. At the 3-yard line.
319.
Here's Rodgers. And he'll take it on in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Lions 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Cut. Black 20.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery, and he'll get about 5.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
We go tonight.
Here's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Once again, it's Gibbs.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
We go tonight.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions are on top. It's 14-10.
Makes the score Lions 14, Steelers 10.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Boxing, 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 boxing.
Play action now with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Their own 31-yard line.
Side. 319.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. Working free downfield. It's Thielen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
First down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Rodgers on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. That is caught. What a throw. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
35-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a 1st down.
1st and 10 at
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
On the move left. Looking back to the middle of the field, it is caught. He's got room to roam. And he'll take this one in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
It's the score. Steelers 24, Lions 21.
the touchdown. It's Bates to kick this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Rodgers. He'll get that to Jalen Warren. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
Box it.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one grabbed by Austin. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
We are going. Look at the aid.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
The master of play action, Rodgers. Metcalf pulls in that one. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A 19-yard pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Steeler first
A
down.
run up the middle with Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Second down, Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A 7-yard gain.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Now Rodgers on 4th down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10.
180.
From the gun, it's Goff. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
We go to the
They'll drop to throw. Now pass deep for St. Brown. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's finally taken down, but a nice return.
Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott opening with a pass. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they keep possession. And he was looking for Javonte Williams out of the backfield. So now it's 2nd and long. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap. And he nearly gave it away. That could have mentally taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. And we know how precious this ball is in this game. Got to take care of it. I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Yeah.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Rolling out to his left. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. They're going for this with Prescott. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
319. Look at it.
Rodgers throwing to start it off. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. He'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Blue 58. Yeah, this. Hey, 88.
Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Warren. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Steelers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, go right in. We're going to 54. Right in. 26.
Dak out of the pistol. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. First down, here's Dak. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Working from the pistol, Prescott has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the line. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Dak throwing again. That's Vanoy. He's got it. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down.
Yes.
Prescott to throw once more. Throw left side, complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. And they are passing on the field goal attempt. They're going for this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And he's going to score pick 6 for Dallas. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Calvin Austin on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers coming back after the pick. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
1st down throw here by Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Rodgers. Setting up the screen. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. They sneak it with Rodgers. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
First down. Here's Rodgers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And now they face 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Prescott now on 3rd down. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Pass this underneath to Warren. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll come up on first and 10.
319.
Rodgers from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. On the red zone now. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Throwing again, Rodgers. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. You look at running back.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Bronk. They're going for it, 4th and 3.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll go for it. Rodgers. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They're looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
He's back to throw. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Austin on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. A run from Warren here to start the third. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
319.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Jalen Warren, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. Dumped off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, idiot, get 300. Get 300. 26.
He'll throw it. Throw caught by his running back. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's some great field position. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action, Prescott. Looking with fullback now. And this one does not go far. Working quickly here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He's got it in the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grab the lead on their first series of the half. Javonte Williams, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Austin on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and
This
10.
defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw? This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Yeah, here we go.
Back to the air, Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Williams. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Dak now from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Still on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. Rodgers slides down and he picks up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
319.
A pistol snap. Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
To throw again here on 2nd down. Rodgers. That finds him deep down the sideline. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. And I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Hey, check 26.
Now throw again. Rodgers. He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
1st down. Here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete to C.D. Lamb. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Prescott here from the gun. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on four. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
That's incomplete on second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on four.
Here we go.
Back to throw it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Go to 50. Jim. Take 30. Hey, Mike.
To the air on 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they get this down to the 28. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have a first down.
First down.
Throwing again here. It's Rodgers. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Back north.
Again, Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear it.
And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Hits his running back. Gets some space around midfield. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. And he gets out of bounds, gets them the first down as well, and move them in the field goal range. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man. And you
up to the races, middle of the field. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go. I check the line.
Williams. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, here we go.
Another for Williams. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
To throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. Good work so far. He's got room. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it off. And the Cowboys make the play that should win them this game.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and themselves.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a 1st down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 7. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
18.
Throwing is Rodgers. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Adam Thielen, 34 yards. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, 30 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. This is 2nd and 8. On play action, now Rodgers. To the right side and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send Austin in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now run straight ahead with Warren. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A handoff for Warren. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Warren will try the right side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
258.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 41 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. DK Metcalf, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, 65 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned. With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
First Boswell at the kickoff.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? they catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
They toss it to Warren. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Warren diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Lamar changing the play.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On, ready?
A handoff running left, Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 28 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the... Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Well, back foot throw there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second and 10.
Henry out of the pistol. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
319.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Steeler 1st down.
Rodgers again now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Now a run with Warren.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Rodgers.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth
from 8 yards out.
And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point now.